Welcome back. That is Katy Perry there with the role playing right here. I feel like I'm on radio when I'm saying that. But this is Full Circle with Mikali. How are you guys doing? I hope you are, typing in those answers as fast as you can and as many times as you can. We heard an amazing conversation here with amazing ladies who are doing amazing things, gifting women, and they had two packages here and they have two other packages that were not here. Well, they've put together a bottle of wine, a book, and honey as a constant. Then we have body products in all these packages, and the question is, how many packages were they and what are the names of these packages? And we have a winner. So the first winner is Helena Njoroge from Roysambu. Congratulations. Your number starts with a 0708 and it ends with an 869. Helena Njoroge. So you have one more winner to look out for by the time we get to the end of the show, so stick around for that. 111 that is our SMS line. Get texting. One more winner. That's what we're looking for right now. Though, did you know that even in marriage there are boundaries that need to be set? Even in that institution where you become one, the two of you, there are boundaries that need to be set in different areas of your life. And having this conversation with us this morning is Johnson Chuma, who's an author and a motivational speaker. And if you have all the questions that you need to ask, if you're in this space, please do that right now. Welcome, Johnston, to the show.
Thank you, Mikali.
Sarat Kikua one, there's still boundaries.
Oh, yes. Someone said, a good friend makes good neighbors.
Okay.
There has to be boundaries because anything without boundaries leads to bondage.
Okay.
You are one, but there are many things you need to work together to be truly one, to be truly integrated.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are limits, there are lines to be drawn.
So what boundaries are we talking about, here? Like, how would you define the boundaries in, like in a marriage? What would that look like?
Let me first start by defining a boundary. A boundary is that line, it is that limit you set. You agreed upon, so that you protect your marriage or your relationship from manipulation or exploitation.
Okay, and this could be within the marriage and also outside.
Within and without.
Okay.
It can be physical, it can be emotional, it can be material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we look at the different boundaries that we need to have in marriage, I'm thinking probably financial would be one of them.
Yes. yes.
And it's one of those things that people don't talk about because finances cause a lot of marriages to end or break or have strife in them. So it surely is a conversation that needs to be had.
It is. Actually, lack of setting boundaries in marriage has caused many to go south. And there's a lot of unhappiness in marriages where money issues are not properly and clearly addressed.
Okay.
Boundaries need to be set. Like, a man should not just go out and buy a plot and then not tell the wife. They need to know what you're doing. You need to keep them in the loop. You need to, like, you can set boundaries on things you can buy without informing the other. Like, for example, you can set boundaries on how to spend your money. Like, there's this thing that our wife's money is ours and the husband's money is for the family.
Yes.
Like, if they say that when you have, the man has 2,000 shillings and the woman has 20,000, the only money in the house is 2,000.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
I've seen that a lot.
And I wonder, it is your money. It is our money. We are one thing.
Yes.
But not everything we hear out there is accurate. We need to be accurate. If we came together to build a marriage, let us also come together with our money. Come together with your money. I bring my money, you bring your money. We are one thing. There are no secrets. Then why should a man can suffer in the house and the wife has money?
And we've seen that happen.
It is happening because they don't set boundaries.
When you say boundaries, it actually feels like we need to separate this money, like my money, your money. But when we when we say financial boundaries, when I'm looking at it in a layman's way, I'm just like, so this is it boundaries in terms of this is the amount of money that we're going to put together towards this and this and that? Or you bring in and then we break it down in terms of what we will do with what we have.
Absolutely. You need to agree. There is no place in a relationship people need to agree more than in marriage.
Yes.
You need, because two cannot work together unless you agree. You have to agree. You have to agree on everything. Right from money, right to after sex. You need to agree on everything.
Yeah.
There cannot be gray areas. You need to be on the same page. Now, when it comes to money, like it should not be a secret on how much you earn.
Okay.
When I go out there and make money, my wife knows how much I make.
She knows?
She does know how much I make.
Okay.
I report back. I go work, I report back. She gets her money, she works, she reports back.
Yes.
This is what you have on the table. Then what do you do? What do we do with what do you have here?
Yeah.
And then, for example, if she can decide not to disclose how much she earned that month and go and buy stuff, I start seeing stuff. But she never told me.
Yes.
I'm not talking about her. We need to inform each. There are things I can buy without telling her, but there are things which need us to talk about, which are more involving. They involve a lot of money. So we need to say, like, for example, you also need to how many accounts do we need to have? Is there need for a joint account? How do we need to operate?
What are the priorities of the family?
What are the priorities? And then we that's why we channel our monies. Not this business of you mind the family, I mind myself. No, that is hogwash.
Okay. So that will not work.
It can't work.
And we need to be so please, let's just be honest with the amount of monies that we make to our partners. I think that's where it all starts. If you're not truthful at that point, you can't say you'll be truthful 2 years, 3 years in the marriage. Because by the time you say, yes, I do, then that means yes, I do to everything.
Yes. You say, yes, I do to everything. And many families are in strife because of lack of honesty. Yeah. Men don't disclose. There are men who own plots. There are men who make a lot of money, but they disclose too little, just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
They are untruthful. They don't account for how they spend their money. She needs to know. She should also tell you how she's spending her money.
Okay.
This is a marriage. This is not a partnership.
It's not.
It is not. This is not a contract.
It's not those two deals backdoor. No, this is not.
Yeah.
This is legit. It is legal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is official. It is public.
Let's talk about beliefs. We are two different people who are getting into a marriage. I have my own beliefs. He has his own beliefs. There are things that I will take and the things that he cannot take. How do we go about setting boundaries for such things that probably you grew up knowing that this is how things work, but then because we are different and from different backgrounds, they probably do not see it the same way. How do we then make it comfortable for the two of us?
That time when you are courting, you are dating, that is the time when you need to iron out and streamline some of these things. That is the time to talk a lot of things. That is the time to lay the foundation. I need to know your beliefs. I need to know your belief system. And we need to strike a balance. For example, if it is or to do with spiritual matters, I need to know that. If you're a Muslim, I'm a Christian, of course that can't work. That's what I think.
The way you said it, we've seen it work before, but yeah, maybe you wouldn't.
It's a get together of convenience, and there are things the other partner could be believing, and you also don't believe in the same. You need to strike a truce. You need to say without acting the other person, without acting like you are independent. You need to strike a balance. I don't know. Maybe you could also expand on
what?
Or the structure of the question. Yeah.
No, it's just basically that, how you probably believe that children should be raised in a different way, not just in terms of church.
Yeah, sure.
They're people probably because they grew up being disciplined.
Yes.
Nikki Chapwa. Hey. Then I meet my husband and we have children. Probably this was not a conversation we had before.
Mm-hmm.
But then he believes in, you need to sit at the corner there and think about your mistakes. Emma, you'll be grounded. Emma, I'll take your gadgets. You know, how do we set boundaries in terms of how do we agree on what to do when it comes to such kinds of beliefs?
Yeah, you need to agree on everything. You need to harmonize everything. As you're saying in parenting, you need to agree on everything. Don't leave anything to chance.
Okay.
How are we going to raise our children? Even on matters food, you need to agree on everything. So don't leave anything. Don't leave gray areas. Like there are some settings where a man should never be seen inside a kitchen. Well, the others like me, I cook, man. Kwa zangu, yeah, and I'm a good, no, not a good, I'm a terrific chef.
Allah?
Oh yeah. So the men, when she's in the kitchen and she has moved out a bit and the tea is boiling over, he cannot do anything. She has to call her back. Come on, where want you kuja hapa? She cannot step inside the kitchen. These are things you need to like traditional beliefs. You need to iron out.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're married to a very traditional man, you need a lot of prayers.
What about emotional boundaries? You know, there are people who deal with emotions differently.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there are people who deal with this. They will not show it. They'd rather drink. They'd rather be out with their friends. And the lady here just wants to talk. I just want to talk. I want to cry. I want to be held and stuff like that. You know, just finding a balance in there to just make sure that he understands what you need at this point, and you as the woman also understands what he needs.
A man, a husband for that matter, actually the meaning of a husband is a house bond. House. So the man binds the house. Is the glue of that family.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of talking to be done.
Okay.
And a real man does not escape from the problems of the house. When the house is on fire, you don't run away. You stay there and extinguish the flames.
Yes.
Don't run away from financial responsibilities. She needs you. Don't run away. Be there to solve all the problems arising from the family.
Yes.
You cannot run away. Whatever the case, you cannot. Don't escape to drinking. You are a coward. Stay in the family and solve everything. There are men who just after work, they go to Java, they go to some place to have to meet friends and have some good time. Go and have that good time at home with the one you love. Yes.
Okay. I think you're telling it like it is, and I hope the men out there are listening. We're taking a very short commercial break. We will be right back. This is Full Circle with Wikali. Welcome back to Full Circle with Wikali. We have Johnston Chumwa, who's an author and a motivational speaker. We're talking about setting boundaries in marriage. Now, we've looked at, setting boundaries within the marriage. And the one thing that really stuck out for me was that communication is everything. We need to talk to be able, because it's just the two of us against the things that we are setting boundaries, from or to. One of those words. But then again, there's also influence from outside. We have in-laws, we have friends, we have colleagues, we have exes. How do we set boundaries? Say, for example, let's start with the family setup, because that's very, very close. You have a mother-in-law, I have a mother-in-law, and we're in this marriage together, and their influences, their voices that will also be trickling in from this side. At what point do you say, we're going to draw the line here? And how do you do that also? Being very respectful that these are my parents, these are your parents, to see wakwaze.
Once you get married, or once you marry, you now belong to two families, the in-laws and your family, and her, of course, our parents, and now to the new family. And we need to strike a balance on how we handle both families. They should not infiltrate into our marriage. We should be able to make decisions independently,
Okay.
without their coercion. We are an independent entity. So our parents should let us be. They should let us be independent. They should not force anything on us.
Okay.
And the husband and the wife should be very clear on that. And because they are not taking any orders from another quarters. This is a family, a complete family. As the actually just like the parents' family. So here we have our own. We are autonomous. We are independent. So parents should desist from making decisions for their sons and daughters when they marry or get married.
Okay.
They should take a back seat. They should come on board when there are issues to be fixed, and they are beyond them. That when they can talk, they can, once in a while, visit and just see how they are doing.
Okay.
But they should not make decisions for them. That's a red flag. That's a no. Actually, my dad cannot make decisions for me. We talk. Neither can my father-in-law do that. We talk, and there's a limit. There's a boundary. There's where they stop. There's a point they cannot go beyond. Yeah. Even there's a problem with our mothers. Sometimes in some settings, yeah, we cannot also allow them to make decisions for us. Okay. Because once either of the parties, either the husband or the wife, listens to either and makes decisions based on what they said, there's a problem. Yeah.
Okay. So also this I think falls on with the exes. I can't be bringing issues. I can't be talking. Is it okay for me to talk to my ex when I'm married to you?
Mikali, that's a no-go zone.
Okay, sawa basi.
He left. He should live forever. He should remain silent forever and ever.
Okay, Johnston.
Don't give to dogs what belongs to children.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay. How can people get in touch with you, and maybe for more questions or guidance for marriage issues and stuff like that? Because I'm sure you do handle that.
I do a lot of such. Our Facebook is Johnston Chumwa. Chumwa is Kyumwa. And Twitter handle is just Johnston Chumwa.
Okay.
And that is it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you. Been pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.